That was Sierra with Dance Like We're Making Love. I'm not sure what the significance of the song is currently in Tash's life. I mean, like, Sheena just walked out the studio and he playing the song now. I mean...
Sam, I play music for the people.
Okay.
It's not for me. It's for these people that are listening.
All right. If that's what you're going to say, if that's your stereo story and you're sticking with it?
Fam, if I was in love, you'd know. You'd know. The whole world would know, actually.
Oh, gosh.
Are you one of those guys?
I am one of those guys. Ladies and gentlemen, that voice is Ameen Harron. Did I pronounce it
what's
right?
up, guys? Yeah, that's correct.
Ameen Harron is a star producer. I've known about Ameen since, like, let me give him props now before, you know what I mean? Fangirling now. I mean,
he said you'll know. He said you'll know.
Yes, and I feel like he's telling us right now.
I moved to Cape Town about 5 years ago. I think in the second year I heard about Ameen, and this is the first time I'm meeting him. And I heard about him as a really good producer. And I've been silently following his footsteps and everything he's been doing. Well, not following his footsteps as if I'm doing what he's doing, no. But like I've been checking out what he's doing, you know what I mean? And yeah, he's been doing good for himself. He's got a song called High with Lakota Silva, the beautiful Lakota Silva. Sam, you said you're still going to sort me out with Lakota's details.
I feel like Ameen works with her a lot more often, so maybe this is your hookup now. It's
I
mean, like, Ameen can hook you up now.
Now that we have Ameen, that's going to work out.
Yes, I mean, like, I feel like, you know, this is going to be a lot easier.
But anyway, besides that, I recently found out something about Ameen, which I didn't know. Ameen sings.
Oh, okay.
You know that?
Yeah, I see. It's kind of a new thing. Like with the process of the album, I actually did vocal training. So,
Okay.
like I kind of sang. I just didn't really do it often. And then obviously training helped a lot.
Well, whatever training you've been doing has been really good.
I mean, like, it seems like training does help, because look at Rihanna. Rihanna before, and then Rihanna with the training, and then...
Yeah, I actually didn't think she was that bad at her live performance in Cape Town, eh?
I don't think she was that bad either. I was there and I don't think she was that bad at all.
I think she was just lazy. I really think she was just lazy. I mean, we're not...
Were you there?
I was there. I was totally there. I mean, like, one person that actually puts it really great, really well is a friend of mine called Musha, and he's like, Rihanna basically gets paid to be a bad bitch. That's all she does for a living. And that's what she is. I mean, like, people ask her, so Rihanna, what do you do for a living? She's like, I wake up and be a bad bitch. Like, that's basically what she does. And she was basically just doing that on stage as well. I mean,
Selling
like,
that Kardashian lifestyle.
yeah, exactly. Exactly, totally.
She's the black Kim Kardashian, I'm sorry.
Totally.
Actually, I'm not.
But I mean, let's get to find out a little bit more about you. Tell us, how did you get into this world of producing?
Wow, I actually wanted to make music as a kid, but that's a long story.
We've got a lot of time, brother. It's 6 to 9, hey?
Yeah, literally, you know, growing up, my mom used to play me lots of music, like really weird music as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like growing up with so many different genres between Queen, Kylie Minogue. Wow, like the list really goes on. And my uncle and my cousin always used to kind of bring me mixtapes.
All right.
To my parents' place, and like this was like at 1 year old. I don't know, like I'm a tall dude. I don't know if everything else just happened to grow as well, but I was walking and talking at 6 months. So
Wow. Jeez.
yeah. So I don't know, like I had a big interest in the things that I was listening to, and one day my uncle came. My uncle got a hi-fi system,
Mm-hmm.
and when I came over to his place, he was just like, "Speak into this," and I'm like I was like, "Mom, I'm on radio." Mom, on radio. And like my mom always told me that I always used to say that I wanted to make music like the radio makes music. So yeah, it really just been since the beginning.
Did you ever have a moment in your life when people were trying to push you towards something else?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, you do say your mom said you always wanted to make music. Were they all supportive?
Yeah, my parents were very supportive.
Okay, that's good. That's a new thing. Like
It's
a
a
lot of
very
people.
new thing for a lot of people. I mean, like, you look at all the other guests that we've had on the show, and it's always been, yeah, my parents were pushing me to go into finance, but I had to fight with them in order to go into...
Look, I had a little bit of struggle in the beginning. I mean, like, my pops My pop's a proper businessman, so
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
in the beginning it was a little bit, a little bit of resistance, but nothing too hectic. And I guess the big change happened when certain artists in SA that he used to enjoy started coming to his house. And yeah, that kind of changed everything.
Yeah, I mean, like that will definitely change parents' perspective. I mean, you know, they kind of don't see the future in it up until it actually starts happening.
Until something starts happening.
Yeah, and I think that's absolutely amazing that you could get to do that with your parents and get to show them. It's kind of like a great feeling when you can kind of shove it in your parents' face though sometimes.
Yeah,
and you're
and
like,
be like,
yeah, hey, yeah,
I
look,
told you.
Look, yeah.
Guys, I'm getting this right, eh? I'm just Instagramming this.
Okay.
It's like, what? VibeRadioSA.com?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great.
That's perfect. While you're doing that Instagram, let's just play something just to prove to you guys that Ameen can actually sing.
What are you doing?
This Backstage Pause, and you're tuned in to Vibrate.
And that was Telegraph Avenue, cover by Ameen Harron. You know when you listen to a cover and you've never heard.
Well, I mean, like if you put it out there, so I mean, we're gonna grab it and we're gonna put it out there, man.
Well, welcome to Backstage Pause.
Yeah,
Backstage Pause exclusive.
yeah,
Put it like that.
definitely.
You know when you listen to a cover and you've never heard the original song, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep fangirling for a little bit longer. And this is exactly what happened. I thought, should I look for the original song? And I was like, no. I'd rather just know that this is the song. This is how it is. If I look for the original one. Not to say it'll be better, but if it is,
So you haven't heard the original?
I haven't.
You need to
also
hear the
haven't heard the
original. The
original. Or
original is
maybe-
really nice. I like it.
Or maybe
Who's it by?
Well, get this. That was actually a cover by Childish Gambino, but the original song's by Lloyd. Childish Gambino kind of did his own version with new lyrics, and I just covered that just for fun. Like I put up this post on Instagram.
Yeah.
And lots of people were just asking me like, please do the full thing. Like I literally just sang like 15 seconds of it, and people were like, please do the whole song. And and I thought, okay, cool. The beat's completely different on my Instagram though. Like I just thought, okay, let me just. I was listening to some EDM act recently, and they did the entire album with like acoustically, like with a live orchestra and everything. I thought it was really cool. So I thought it'll be interesting to explore that side because most people know me for like synths and 808s and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, like I just did that thing like one night and I put it up the next morning just real quick.
And how was the response to that from the girls? He asked about the girls.
There's been a lot of good response. Like people liked it.
it sounds very Drakey. Like, do people ever like mistake you for Drake when you play?
You know, I get this question so often. Because, you know
I don't think it's a bad thing. I mean,
No.
like people will take note of you.
I guess one of the things that I get a lot is that I sound like that when I sing just because we're both baritones. I have a deep voice, so
Yeah.
like yeah.
Do you write for Drake? Have you heard the new thing that Drake doesn't write his own songs?
Oh, Meek Mill.
Yeah. are you Drake's writer by any chance? I've changed
I
my
think
Twitter bio.
Meek's
If you go to my
just-
Twitter
Meek's
now,
just sour.
just go to my Twitter now and read it out. Well, the first two words are Drake's ghostwriter.
Oh,
Like anyone can claim it. You know what I mean?
is ghostwriter one word?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe Drake has a ghostwriter.
Why
I
not?
don't think so.
Why not?
Put it this way, Weezy wouldn't put that much effort into somebody who isn't
Never know though.
I mean, like, you
never
know
know
what?
these
You know,
things.
if he was Bieber and he was just like some good-looking kid or something, yeah, maybe. But like, not Drake. I mean, Trezzy became a sex symbol from his music, not the other way around. So
I get your point. I get your point.
It's all about. I feel like it's all about money at the end of the day. If the guy is bringing in money, then I feel like Weezy's gonna put the effort
You know what
in
I mean?
because the guy is bringing in money.
But I also feel
Yeah,
like
but-
I did tell someone today.
he brought in money from his first mixtape, which he did wrote, which is congruent to everything he's done so far.
Okay.
So,
I did tell someone today if Jay-Z had made that statement that Drake doesn't write his own songs.
that's a
would all
different
be-
story.
You see, the thing is, we're looking at it because Meek Mill said it.
Yeah, like, bruh, like net worth. What was that net worth again, V?
3 million.
So your humble Lord Visas here. Meek Mill's worth $3 million. Drake
Yeah.
is worth $75 million,
Yeah.
growing by 1.5% every single day. How much is Meek Mill? Is actually dropping. The only reason why Meek Mill is relevant and people only knew about him, wait for it, I met you with a murder about a week ago.
Yeah.
Because he has a fake relationship with Nicki Minaj. Will probably end in the next 2 years. You can quote me on that. And
The
when
next
this
2
comes,
weeks. Apparently, he
2
removed
years,
Nicki's
2 years.
photos from Instagram today.
Dude, this guy just sounds like a sour guy.
Wait, so
Su-
he's
such a sour guy.
He has one good verse in his whole career, and that is Ambition. It's not even his song.
I kind of like
He only
levels.
used about 50 words. He only used 50 words. Over 8, actually, what 16 bars. He used 50 words, and it's his best verse ever. Guess what that means? Meek Mill must keep quiet on the beat, and he will sell. Done.
I don't think
Wow.
Meek Mill can do anything but anger though. Like I think there was a track by Alicia Keys that he featured on, and like it's all slow and like I mean it's like a love track. Meek's shouting on the song. Like what are you doing?
But I think the thing is, I'm not a big fan, but I think the new album's not bad at all.
No, the album.
And my favorite song is Rico featuring featuring Drake.
I think
And that's the one that he's
album's
talking
cool.
about.
I think the album's cool too. It's just I don't think Meek has the kind of clout to make a claim like that.
I want to
yeah.
go back. I want to backtrack a bit. You guys say that Meek is only worth 3 million.
Yes.
How much is Nicki worth? Does anybody know?
A lot more.
Well,
I know that she's worth a lot
a
more.
verse from Nicki is more expensive than Drake.
Sure. And I mean, like, how do the dynamics in that relationship work? I mean, like, yes, it's the new age. Yes, we're all about the feminists in the world. But, like, as a man, I feel like at least be on par, man. Like, I mean, like, if you're out here dropping when she's going to need to take care of you and stuff, like, how do you go out there and actually,
You know, we were discussing this earlier on. We really think that this is entirely a business move from them.
yeah.
Because, I mean, Rick Ross and Wayne are friends. So it makes sense because, I mean, think about album sales on Meek Mill's album now and his last album sales. It's a big difference. And,
Yeah.
like, there's no doubt Nicki had a
But are you
had some
saying
role in
that you're not
That's-
crediting that to the music at all?
I do think so. I never ever thought Meek Mill had bad music. Like, I always, in fact,
Yeah.
I have all Meek Mill's albums.
Okay.
Like I really enjoy him. Like that guy's I think he's like if you want to train to some music, train to Meek Mill. That dude's always angry. Like I don't know his intensity. I really appreciate that. Like his delivery is always on point. I mean I can respect that, but for claims as regards to how much clout you got at the end of the day, not yet. Too soon, bro.
Okay.
So we were actually going to talk about these tweets,
But later, but I mean, it's good
later.
that
I
we're
think we
talking
should.
about
Yeah, I
it
think
now.
we should actually go into it. What was actually happening? Can you just break it down for us a little bit more?
Thing is, I woke up this morning. Actually, what happened is last night.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Last night, Nicki had a bit of a Twitter situation with Taylor Swift about the VMA nominations.
all right.
So I woke up this morning and I was
Did
like,
you can't hear it?
she almost, sort of. She was like, she actually did Kanye.
Yeah,
She was like, if you want to get
nominated.
nominated for a VMA, you have to promote Slim Goals. And she was talking about Taylor Swift's
Shake it off.
Shake It Off as compared to Anaconda. Right.
Oh, okay.
So she's like, so Taylor Swift responds, and Taylor Swift wasn't tagged in that tweet, the first one. And Taylor Swift responds and goes, I've done nothing but support you, or something like that, and now you're coming back at me like this. And then Nicki's like, but I didn't tag you though, I was just pointing out something, and I feel like you should be supporting me on this, because like, they're putting down females, if you know what I mean. And that was the end of it last night. No, that was the end of it from Taylor's side. Nicki, no, sorry. Taylor also responded and she's like, if I win the award, I want you to come on stage with me or something funny like that. Like one of those, just come on stage and at least have the experience of being on stage. Cheeky tweet.
Huh.
And then I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and I'm going to go through all these tweets because I think there's going to be something happening tonight. Woke up in the morning and I was like, well, nothing's happening. People are talking about Meek. So I thought Meek was supporting Nicki. So I was like, let me go to Meek's timeline. And I get there and it's all about Drake. And what he was saying was Drake doesn't write his own music. And he was telling people not to compare him to Drake.
Wow. Okay, let's just go back first.
Yeah, that makes no sense at all.
Firstly, who else was nominated in the same category for best video? We're
going to talk about that.
We're
We're going to talk about that in a bit. I don't have that list open in front of me
Okay.
right now, but we'll talk about that.
Because I'm just thinking, I'm just like, why did Taylor Swift immediately think that it was all about her? But anyway, we are going to be talking about that a little bit later on. But right now, I think it is time for a musical interlude.
This is Backstage Park, and you're tuned in to Vibrate.
We know how to feel. So late.
That was Short Girls by Ruby Burton featuring Ameen, and we do have Ameen in
I think it's the
studio.
other way around, right?
Or is it Ameen featuring Ruby Burton?
No. I just produced it for Ruby. And you know what's funny? Casper was supposed to be on the track.
Is it?
Yeah.
Speaking of Casper, you guys were talking about fake relationships. What do you guys think about Casper and Boiti?
Well, Casper dated Boiti before, so yeah.
I don't know, but I just feel like they're pushing it too much. It's like they're marketing an
what?
album release or something.
You know what?
The funniest thing is,
Well,
the
you know
funniest
what?
thing is someone pointed out
Public
that
figures, media looks for that celebrity.
someone pointed
couple
out that at the Mamas, Casper and Boiti were Instagramming and tweeting things, sitting right next to each other. I love you, baby. I love you too, baby. Congratulations, baby. Thank you, baby. Right next to each other. Wow. And I'm like, besides being really gay, it's very, very, it's a clear indication of.
Maybe they really love each other. The thing is, like, think about it. Media, as Ameen was saying, looks for things to jump on. So maybe there is real love out there.
Yeah.
And when the world sees it, they decide to make a media movie out of it. Think about it. Right now, we do not have a dope celebrity couple.
Yeah.
That is fashionable. That's in the limelight. That's in with the urban
Yeah.
market. These two are perfect for that. So why not jump on that right now? So I feel the media and, how can I say, fans should not really look in too much. Let them just live their lives and actually be a happy couple.
You know what? I think that Boiti and Casper are actually legit. I think that that's really true. The one that I have a problem with is Wanang and Dibanj.
That too.
Hey man,
I have a problem with that.
All I'm
one.
gonna say, he is Mr. Endowed.
Oh, okay, sure, but I'm like,
His words though.
I just think logistically, I don't think that the relationship could work because, you know, you look.
No, I thought about that. I was actually going to tweet that the other day that at some point, either Bonang's going to have to let go of everything she has here and move to Nigeria, or Dibanj's going to have to let go of the market and everything he has there and move here. Because I don't think of Dibanj is living in Cape
Well,
Town.
can you imagine
He'll be
Bonang with a
Dibanj.
Nigerian following?
That's the
Good
whole
God.
thing. That's what I feel is the
Like-
whole point. Like, look at the
like-
fact that she was going to do moments. She was going to.
All I'm gonna say is good music.
yeah,
Good music.
true. But she was going to do the show Moments, which is a Nigerian show, and she was going to, you know, it was Moments with Mo before, and now it's just called Moments. And then was the whole thing with Dibanj. She is definitely trying to break into the rest of Africa, and I feel like Dibanj is the way to do it. I feel like it was a carefully
Dibanj is the
thought
way to
out
do it.
plan. You know, I think that she looked at it and she was like, okay, cool. And I feel like it is a business move on Bonang's part and on Dibanj's part because it's an African power couple. It's not a Casper and Boiti, it's a South African power couple. It's going to be an African power couple. And
I hear you. I hear you.
So,
But like someone is going to have to move somewhere. And it's a big decision. I mean, I don't think we can make it for them. That move will prove whether it's a real relationship or not.
how do they make it work currently?
How do I know?
How? Because that's what I was.
Fam, I
thinking.
don't have Boiti on WhatsApp. If I did, I'd probably be with her right now. Anyway, no, not Boiti, Bonang.
Yes.
Ameen, short goals, Ruby Burton.
Yeah.
Beautiful goal. Haya Lakota Silva, beautiful goal. I see a pattern here. Is that?
There's a trend, yeah.
I make music that women like.
No, but if you make music that women like, then you're making it alone for women, but you're making it with women. So,
Same thing.
okay, I hear you. Is there what kind of artists do you work with? Do you go after, not like go after the artist, but then do you sort of pick who you want to work with, or people come to you and
People come to me. Yeah.
so all these artists have basically come to you and
Yes.
okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. What would you say is the reason why people are coming to you? What differentiates you from any other producer in Cape Town?
Well, basically, I like experimenting with new sounds, and I don't think that like
A lot of people are.
I just think people have very one like a very unidirectional state to the way they approach making music. It's like you get an EDM producer, you get a hip hop producer, and in hip hop you might get your boom bap producer, and you might get your commercial producer, which might dabble with a little bit of trap here and there.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, if this is a business to you and not something to feed your ego, I really think that you should be diverse. And I don't think anybody who has the right to call themselves an artist should be inspired purely by one sound that makes you boring.
That's really true.
So
Okay, cool. We're gonna take a break from Ameen's music for a little bit and play something that we've been talking about.
This Backstage Pod, and you're tuned in to Vibrate.
Well, that's Meek Mill featuring Drake, the song called Rico. Two people that we've been talking about here in studio today with Ameen. Lots of opinions flying around, lots of opinions. I think that Ameen wants to say something here. I see your mouth opening and going towards the mic there.
V was just saying, you need 22 mil to be on the Forbes list. You can't be on 3 mil and talk that shit.
Meek Mill, Lord V's is telling you watch your mouth. You're not gonna-
Oh, wow.
No, I'm not on the Forbes, but I ain't gonna be talking about Forbes list. You got 3 million, that's not even yours. You still owe your label $1 million. So technically you got 2 plus your manager. So technically you only got $1.2 million on your name. So
Wow.
Sit down.
You know what? I'm going to turn the mic towards V for a moment.
Uh-huh.
And I want to talk about something else. I hope he's been following this. I hope he's been following
let's
this.
see.
Cape Town hip hop.
Yes.
Bulls. Uno.
There's not really a big discussion there, really. Excuse the pun, but that statement was directed to one person towards the beef. But what I can say is, though, in this game, you need to understand that there are people that have been in the game longer than you, people that have really put in the work, the time, that have paved the way for you. So the minute you start taking shots at people that have paved the way for you, you need to actually look in the mirror and reevaluate your own self.
That's my feeling as well.
Something else as well. This is not the first time Bulls has tried this. He's even tried it with me. So,
Wow.
like, there was somebody else before me, or two people before me in it. Myself and now Uno. It's like this guy's actually just trying to get attention of beef.
I say this.
That's-
I
people
say
do
this.
this
I
a
said
lot.
this last week. I was like, listen, this guy's looking for who's got the heat right now.
It's like he's a darker version of Casper, and I don't mean that in skin tone. Like actually in sound.
But yeah, I did say this last week, and I was like, I think what Bulls is trying to do is he's trying to pick up someone who's got the hype at the moment,
Yeah.
and attack them.
Yeah.
Uno just released a video
Yes.
directed by some guy called Tashinga. I don't know who that guy is. and the video was in a lot of blogs, and Uno is like getting a lot of retweets, and he decides, let me attack this guy.
Yeah, like
and
the
go with
same
it.
thing happened with was it which single? Basically, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yes,
I did the track with Pot Funk, and then I
Yes.
dropped my first single.
Yes. Dope
And-
track, by the way. Dope
Thank
track.
you. And also there was my listening session. And then this dude just starts like bashing me online. I was just like,
What
literally-
was he saying about you? What was he?
Get this, my internet, right? Like I was staying in an area before the place I'm staying right now, where the internet was just really bad. Like everybody, I'm talking the entire block had internet problems.
Yeah.
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 It was ridiculous. And my net was off for 3 weeks. I literally rolled through to either my mom's place or to internet cafes. I mean, like, I used to crash at my mom's place just because I had to sort out certain things online and I'd pass out. And basically, I mean, like, I only started really, like, I literally had his track to mail away.
Yeah.
And at the time, I wasn't sure like that this was an actual problem that we were having. So every night, I'm just trying to upload it like before I get to bed. I'm like, oh yeah, I have to mail the track away. I'm trying, and I'm like, I can't get online. Like crap. Okay. And that happened for 2 weeks. Next thing I'm getting a tweet saying, lots of explicit content. I can't even remember what it was, but this dude was coming at me like hard, and I was just like, dude, like, you know what? I spoke to Rudy, the head of Rudy World, about this. He
Funny
knows
enough,
about it.
the day he attacked Uno, I met Rudy at Stairs in Claremont. I told him the same thing. Like, I respect Rudy so much, but this was the
Yeah,
first
dude, I'll
time
take a bullet for that guy. He's a
I was
nice
like,
dude.
I was like, Rudy, I don't know why Bulls was doing what he's doing. He's killing his career. Because at the end of the day, I don't know if you saw what he did yesterday.
No.
He attacked the Groove Africa dude. And he called him a bum ass nigga, and then he called him something else.
So now he doesn't want bookings and he doesn't want...
That's exactly what he tweeted. I think it's KG. KG is my group now on Twitter. Yeah, so and then KG tweeted.
Out of the two group applicants, Magruva is the one that actually listens to hip hop and plays hip hop.
Yeah.
He knows hip hop very well. And
Yeah.
it's not just house. A lot of people hear group
Yeah.
Africa and they think,
It's
they
the
only know
South.
house, but they're
Yeah.
actually very well known in
Yeah.
hip hop as well. So.
Like I feel like Bulls is like that goth kid that just wants to like like he's like fuck the world. like just I'll hate
wants to see the
everybody.
world burn.
You need to be
I'll
like,
hate,
fuck the
I'll
world,
hate
and you need to
everybody,
make-
but you have to love me for that.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not gonna like you, but you have to like me.
If you're gonna do the whole fuck the wall thing, you need to make dope shit. Like, I'll give Tyler the Creator there.
Yeah, like
You know what I
something
mean?
like that. But
You can't.
you can't do that at this stage of your career. You don't have any real songs that people can actually
True.
say. And like that's
True.
my other thing. How can you say Uno is copying your style? Uno's had songs out
You
for
know?
yonks, and then like what Bulls has one song that people know, and it's the song I did for him, and then he disses me for that, and then he disses.
Which song is that? Did you do Upper Cover?
No, I did Ikasi.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah, and
But I mean, not like no.
but
Out, you know what I mean? It's
two
like,
songs are not enough to steal a style off. I'm just saying.
that's true.
Two
That's-
albums, maybe.
That's really that's and I've listened to Bulls. I'm still trying to figure out who I can reference him to, but I feel like his style is not unique at all. He can't talk about it like he created it.
He's like the isolated personification of Kanye's ego.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay, so that's
Literally.
that's Bulls and Uno. We might talk about it a bit later, but then that's an opinion. I wanted to hear it from V because he seems to have.
One thing I do want to say though is shout out to Eel Skills. They're legends in the game. They've been grinding for a minute. And I commend Uno for starting a solo career and doing his own new style because when it was Uno and Jimmy on the Eel Skills, it was more Jimmy's style to me. That's how I personally felt. You know what I mean? I felt that Jimmy was the main feature in Eel Skills. I mean, that beat selection, those
Yeah.
type of styles, and Uno was just finding himself. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
had dope lyrics and punchlines, but it wasn't working on
Yeah.
those beats. Now he took himself away from that.
Yeah.
Not saying he left Ill Skills, but I mean he gives Ill Skills a shout out every time he performs.
Yeah.
And I love that about him. Before he starts his thing, he says, "I come from the legendary Ill Skills."
Yeah.
And people are like, who are the legendary
Yeah.
Ill Skills? They've been around for a minute. Jimmy is a monster on the mic when it
Yeah.
comes to. Like, you know what I mean? If you want to call it underground rap or I'm going to say real rap where, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jimmy is a monster. So Uno learned a lot from him and vice versa. So if anything, Bulls should be saying thank you, Uno,
Yeah.
for, how can I say, coming with a commercial sound. Because guess what? People listening to Uno now will make people also listen to Bulls and vice versa. They could have been a nice little collabo that could have happened on a few tracks.
Yeah.
But guess what? Bulls has fucked that up by deciding, hey, you stole my style. Like, really, dude.
And I think he's fucking it up with a lot of people. That's the biggest problem because he's fucked it up with Uno, which means he's probably fucked it up with anyone associated with Uno.
Which is
He's
basically
fucked it up
now
with Groove Africa.
Cool
He's
Out
fucked it
Lounge.
up-
It's basically
yeah.
no more Cool Out Lounge
He's
booking,
fucked
no
it
more
up.
Head Honcho bookings, no more Groove Africa bookings,
Exactly.
no more Pop Bottles booking. Homie, you getting no bookings.
Exactly. And-
I'm patiently waiting for the beef tweet towards his label for that.
Okay, we're gonna let's chat a little bit more before we play the song because I need to find out how the process of the song came about. I knew Lakota from her Lockenville days, not really her Lockenville days, but then I knew her as one of the Lockenville guys' girlfriend. Well, that's the
Yeah.
rumor that we had.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's true.
she's dating Brian.
There we
It's
go.
confirmed.
We've got a confirmation. we had it as a rumor after. That's all we knew. We didn't know if it was true or not. Okay, so how did that come about? Walk us through the process.
Like
The-
years ago, I'd say around 2009, 2010 side, I got invited to like she just hit me up on Facebook saying like, look, I want to do some work with you sometime, but come to my event. Like I'm having I'm dropping a single, and I went to I went through to her event, watched the performance, great performance. Horrible song, and I'm not bashing her. I tell her this to her face all the time. The song was horrible. Like the video is incredible, and like one thing I could commend her for, like stage presence and performance. It's like if you can convince me of a cuck song,
Yeah.
that says a lot.
Yeah.
Like and then she kept talking to me about working. Like we had a couple of meetings after that. But she was very up in the air of what she wanted to do. And then she did this the track with Lockenville, Closer.
yeah.
It was Closer, and there was another song actually at the same time, but that song never got released. That Shiana Sky was gonna, well, Shiana Sky did record, but like they wanted a different. They were experimenting with a different tone, so they tried her, and like right then and there, I was like, I didn't like. I mean, my previous understanding of the way she sounded to like Lockenville closer Lakota, like that blew me away. And originally we had Tasha Baxter. We went talks with her to do Higher with us, and I mean like Tasha Baxter's worked with like huge EDM acts like lots of the big labels for drum and bass and dubstep in the UK. I mean, one of the bigger acts, Feed Me. Like Tasha's crazy. Also another veteran in like EDM scene over here. I mean, you remember even in the beginning, Roger Good?
Yeah.
That was Tasha Baxter on the vocal.
Okay. I don't know the name Tasha Baxter, but now.
Yeah, dude. She was really good. Anyways, so like we were just struggling to get hold of Tasha because I mean Tasha's a mom.
Yeah.
Like she had parental responsibilities. She was touring with an album and a bunch of other stuff, so it was a little bit hard for her to actually get in studio.
Yeah.
And Lakota was just like, let me do it, and I was just like, okay, we'll give you a shot. And to be honest, she just learned the words from listening to a demo that my boy Kyle Campbell. He actually,
Kyle.
yeah, me and Kyle actually wrote the hook for for Higher. Like we were playing. Kyle's always like this. Kyle always gives me sick melodies in studio, and like the second I hear it, I write it. Like I said, I'm new to singing, so like finding melodies is still a fairly new thing for me. I'm getting better at it, but yeah, like. Kyle basically just started scatting random like this melody, and I was just like, that's it, I'm gonna use that. And then I wrote it, and Kyle went in, recorded the demo, and then Lakota heard it and she wanted to do it, and then we gave her a shot, and it didn't come out nice. And then I was like, oh shit, please don't tell me that closer thing was a fluke. And I was like, wait, I have faith in you, let's see it. And then she was like, wait, I'm gonna get it, give me 2 weeks. 2 weeks later she came out and she smacked it out the park, and we were like, okay, cool, we're convinced. So yeah, like I've been recording with her ever since, like with all of her features. Basically she records the vocals like nine times out of 10. If you ever hear the code, it was probably recorded at my place. So yeah, she's like family. She is family.
And taking it from there. Okay, we're going to talk about taking it from there and how you then got the song to where it is now. And we're going to talk about the Katal, which is the record label, collective.
Yes.
Record label.
More like it is a label, but it's just a very powerful team.
Okay.
Like, I mean, one thing Cape Town is not scarce of, like really talented creatives who aren't who don't have a platform really to get in. I mean, like you know, my cousin, she used to run like she used to be head assistant designer at GQ magazine, and she used to tell me like, I always be like I know some talented photographers, if like, you know, I'm trying to plug people, and she's like, you don't understand, we get like hundreds of talented photographers a day. It's literally just like a draw of the hat kind of thing, and like that's unfortunate. That got me thinking, like, you know, there's so many talented individuals that I'm surrounded with, and I mean, like, fortunately with production and certain features that I've managed to get myself out on, it's basically put a bit of weight behind my name. I've been fortunate enough to maintain relationships with the right people, and I figured that, like, you know, I'm surrounded by talent, nobody's using it, and it's literally going to waste. And I've seen so many people, like, that's my definition of heartbreak, watching people like that quit. So I try and get them involved, and it turned into like one big family affair. I mean, we got Gina Jens. Gina's a talented producer.
Yeah.
She's also a talented designer, the designer who actually did the album work on my album. Yeah. She's a photographer as well. She does most of our artists' shoots, myself included. We got V. V's my DJ. And sneaker consultant, sneaker guard, and just all-round style consultant for lots of people on the label. We got Riz, who's actually in studio with us. And Riz actually surprised me the other night. We were in studio mixing, and we just finishing a mixing and mastering session for Lakota.
Yeah.
And we were waiting for it to come back to studio, and Like, Riz has been hinting at me for a while that he raps. And he played me this track, and I was just like, shit, I didn't know it was like that. And Riz and I had this discussion last night. I think Riz has the potential to be one of, if not the best rapper I've heard down here, period. Because coming out that strong with your first track, it's a little scary, bruv. It's a little scary. Like, I feel like there's and also Riz is a producer,
Is
a
it?
really talented one. So I feel like
And he's out
everybody-
here holding a camera like he doesn't know shit.
yeah, acting all silent and humble. Like, it's like we're surrounded by literally a team, everybody helping everybody. You know what? Rome was not built with a single set of hands, and it wasn't built in a day either. But at the end of the day, like, I saw this picture last night. At night, I actually just reposted it on my Facebook. And it was saying something about back in the day how the squad used to be.
Yeah.
And it's basically like showing like a whole lot of OGs, everybody tricked out, chains and everything. And it's like basically saying, spot the my nigga.
Yeah.
And like, it was like everybody is looking fresh. Like, it's like, and he's like, they're basically saying the reason behind this is everybody helped everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody wasn't trying to, like, there's no people on the side trying to outdo somebody else. It was a family affair. Everybody was working together, and that's like I'm really blessed to have these individuals in my life actually with that same kind of mindset, that same goal, that same drive, and like that's what Cartel is about. It's a family.
Okay. I feel like we've actually spoken about it before the song. But we'll talk about it a bit more, and we'll talk about what else? Higher music video.
Yeah.
When's that coming out?
First
Soon.
week of August. First week of August. We're just confirming dates with. Like I think I'm allowed to say this now. Channel O will be debuting the video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
If you don't know, now you know.
Nigga.
That's Higher by Ameen featuring Lakota Silva. What an absolutely banging track. So you told us the story behind the track. Now, tell us what the reception has been like since you've actually, released the track and dropped it.
Well, we kind of felt that would have been the crowd favorite there. Yeah.
Out of the pool, and we discussed which songs to release as the first single and which song to release going towards summer.
Yeah.
And Judgment Day was the first featuring Carl Campbell. To me, that's an amazing track. To open up an album.
Yeah.
And just following up with Higher was just, how can I say, the perfect way to really get to know the sound that Ameen can do, where there's versatility. It's not just an EDM sound. It's not just your hip hop sound. It's basically music, which construct of. There's a lot of keys in music. There's a lot of sounds in music. That's what the Mask album is about. My opinion, from a musical aspect, like it's music being made.
You speak of different sounds and different shades in music. I saw this post that you put up, Ameen, on Twitter about people. And it's very true. This is the way that I look at it. I look at EDM as just EDM, but it's your genre. It's what you work in, and you see all these different types of.
Technically, African house is then EDM as well.
Core music is EDM then
Yeah.
as well. Core music is EDM.
I don't know. Okay, then maybe then
Core is
it
no
is.
longer house music. Core is now EDM as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mikasa is an EDM band.
Yeah.
Like that's actually what you're saying.
Goldfish is EDM.
No, but I mean, how does it make you feel when someone like that does not take the time to actually go out there and
What was the
learn
tweet?
more about? It was actually a picture. There was one before that I had seen, which was it had colors and it was like girls versus boys, and it was like
It's not
girls
girls
see.
versus boys. It's just like what artists versus everyone
No.
else.
The one that I had seen before that was girls versus boys, and it was about colors basically. So it was grouped in. Guys just see red, orange, yellow, green, whereas girls see all these different shades to these colors as well. So
Yeah.
the next one that I saw was the one that Ameen had tweeted. It was people on the outside and people that are actually into EDM. So
Yeah.
we just see EDM,
Yeah.
everything under one bracket, and they see all these different shades and tones and different
Yeah.
sounds in EDM as well.
Yeah.
So like side trance and this and that and whatever. So I just wanted to ask, like, how does it make you feel when people don't take the time to actually learn about or like to actually notice that there are these differences?
Hey man, like it's everybody has their taste in music. I mean, like electro, well, EDM. I think EDM is more like it's like calling anything involving a bass guitar and an old school R&B vocalist soul. It's like that. So like if you're actually passionate about the style, maybe you'll find out about it. I don't particularly have an opinion of how I feel about it.
So no
it is
gripes,
what it
so-
is. No.
It's not like you're not gonna be friends with people that just look
No.
at it as EDM. Like you can't sit with people that. All right.
Yeah, of course.
So before we played Higher, we were gonna talk about the cartel.
I think we did talk about
Did
that.
we?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, all right.
We're gonna talk about the video.
The video.
What's the concept? Welcome back to the video concept.
The concept.
So we thought we have to wait and see.
Yeah, I think so.
You see, unfortunately, exclusive rights have been given off, so we can't speak about the concept anymore.
Alright.
Yeah, that's what happened, unfortunately.
But this is backstage pass. We get
Yeah.
a backstage pass into some of these things.
Tell you what, when
Yeah.
the video is out, we can have this discussion again on Backstage Pass if you want.
But then,
Because then we might also we might even give you a sneak of the next single. that's a real.
Can we do that
Backstage
now?
Pass. I don't have it on me, so.
oh, we're not doing that.
Nah.
There's also another Fire single coming out, that's all I can say. It's going to be Fire Flames. As an artist that's also which was mentioned, Riz. That's all I can say right now.
Yeah, actually shooting the video for that next weekend.
So all I can say is the hip hop cats out there that have been doing things, that have been been really grinding. Sometimes you need to look out the box, and look at the box, and discover that someone else actually is the box. So yeah,
So the box is Riz, from what I've heard.
I think right now, if Rez is a box, it means it's because he's like literally the closest thing to a full package. A guy who can shoot your video, produce your song, spit your verses.
and produce the beat and write the
Like
song
everything,
for
bro.
you.
Just-
It's like you can do, like literally, if Drake is really buying people's songwriting,
Yeah.
and everything,
Yeah, it is.
shout at Riz, like, you should holler at Riz, like,
Yeah.
I mean, if phone Drake called us, I'll give you his info.
Yeah, at Rez Zimmerman on everything.
Yeah.
On everything.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna find him. I mean, thanks a lot for coming through.
Thanks, man.
It's been amazing having you. Anything else you want to say to anyone out there? Not like a shout out, but then anything else you want to put out? And obviously, tell us where people can find you. It's Ameen.
Oh, yeah, just
I think
At Ameen Harron on everything. Like
There we
Facebook,
go.
Instagram,
I feel like there's a
Twitter.
very important aspect which we haven't really delved into. I mean, are we going to be seeing you on the cover of Drum U magazine with a certain somebody whom you are getting paid to be seen with? I mean, we were talking about it.
No.
No.
Definitely not.
Okay, but we might be seeing you on the cover of Drum
I've heard that
U
Ameen
magazine.
never leaves the
The
studio.
studio.
So
Yeah, I'm quite a hermit and a workaholic, so I doubt any celebrity diva would put up with that.
And non
I don't think anyone can put up with that.
Yeah,
And-
like exactly.
Like, I think anyone can
There
put
are
up with
very
that.
few.
I relate. Like I'm always behind my computer. If I'm not there, I'm at an event.
People.
Like,
In fact,
I can
your
relate.
artist
Yeah.
gets mad at me for not
Yeah.
replying to, but like I'm busy. all the time.
Wow, I'm getting
It's
cold out, sort of.
not- it's not.
Accept offers. I mean, if people
Yeah.
are paying a shorty to be dating me and they're paying me as well to be on magazine covers, Lord Jesus accepts all of these offers. Our magazine, you magazine, even The Voice, you know what I mean?
Even the voice,
Even
the chat, like, yes.
You know what I mean? Some of those page 3 girls, dog, are fire flame, dog, you know what I mean? Same, dog, you know what I mean? I don't mind being there, you know what I mean? I was in The Voice on page number 12, which is way back.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna be on 3. You
Now,
know?
I don't mind being
Okay,
on 3.
so
you know what I
wait,
mean?
so wait. A girl from The Voice, if she pulls a grill out and you only find gums, go.
I say this all the time. Apparently, it's really good on the buri.
Sometimes you just need to dim the lights, have a couple of shots, close your eyes, and wake up and just leave.
Guys, thanks a lot for coming through.
Perfect
Nice way to end
Lord
it.
visas.
It's been great having you guys. I mean, we'll be looking out for whatever else is coming through. Lord Visas, are you releasing anything like on your own as well?
You know, since I've been sitting with all these creatives, like they write songs, they make beats, they're always rapping and singing. I'm just chilling there, you know what I mean, baking. You know what I mean? And when I talk about baking, I ain't talking about, you know, making a cupcake or chocolate cake. Yeah, I mean,
It's a different kind.
it's a different type of cooker. So while I'm there chilling in the cut, you know what I mean? I'm just like, damn, that mic looks so attractive right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm looking at that mic, I see the little blue dot, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So you never know. You never know. I mean, like I said,
Nice.
I'm still growing in my DJing craft. Production is something I would like to put under my wing, and who knows where it goes from there.
Okay, cool.
Actually, if I can do a young spoiler, Lord Visas is under my wing, phrasing. With regards to production, like I mean, V's dad, weirdly enough, I knew before V's dad. I was like literally bunking school in high school, running over to Paul Bartner's to go play with the synths, the keyboards and the drums and the guitars, and like V's dad's probably like literally looking at me every day shaking. He's like, when's this kid actually gonna buy something? And yeah, like V's dad's head of production at Paul Bartner, so like I mean, yeah, like he's been giving me tips since like shit. I can't like literally since I can't remember. I literally can't remember when, but like.
You bring that up because a lot of people don't know this side about me, though. That I actually come from a musical family.
That's where I was actually going.
Yeah, like a lot of people, they just see me pushing buttons and jumping up and down and coming baked to a club. So they assume that, okay, he's just someone that didn't finish school and want to become a DJ. A lot of us DJs have education, okay?
Yeah, like despite V's Afro and now Frohawk, the man actually does play bass like an animal. So, like
I think we need to get V in for an interview.
I think you need to get him in for a DJ
He's very
set.
opinionated as well. And I
He is
love
very
it.
opinionated, and
I love
he
that.
seems to be up to date, a lot more up to date than I am.
Of course, Sam, you've just been chilling with your bae the whole time. But anyway, guys, thanks a lot for coming through.
Hey man, don't blame the man. It's winter.
Yeah, it is winter, and I mean, like, hey, those duck down, you know what?
Tis the season. No, need no reason.
Yeah, thank you. I don't even need to explain
on his
myself.
phone while he's with his shorty because, you know what I mean? Because then his WhatsApp blow up and then the shorty will be like, who you speaking to? And they're going to be online.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I shorty going to catch him and the
Fair enough.
I shorty going to catch feelings. You need to reply to her, you know what I mean? That's how
Fair
it is.
enough.
That is flight mode.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
and
V.
then-
Thank you very much. And it's the birthday today.
And on
It's
top
the
of
bae's
it,
birthday,
the
so you know, I
WhatsApp-
need to make sure
Whose birthday?
it's the bae's birthday today. So I need to make sure. I went
Happy birthday,
shopping
boy.
I went shopping for like gifts earlier, and you know now it just.
So did
So
you,
this explains the dapper swag happening over
No,
here.
no. This was just because I couldn't really decide on what to wear, so I just kind of went for what I could.
Lies.
No, I.
All I'm gonna
guys,
say is
come
with
on.
that WhatsApp comment, you can't have vibe written on your phone, dude. Like that's just like, it's like who you vibing?
All right, guys, thanks for coming through. If they're still around while we talk about other controversial topics, we might just throw in V on the mic.
Yeah, like
But
Depending how controversial it is because I can be very. So it depends.
Hashtag no filter. Hashtag
hashtag no filter. That's what it's all
don't
about.
understand, like between me and V, we are each other's filters. If I'm about to say something, V will just tap me on my shoulder, be like, "Leave it."
Yeah.
I'll be like, "No."
Okay,
That's
so we'll get you out the studio. I mean, and we'll just have
We don't want to filter around you. Okay, we're gonna have
we are
our.
each other's leashes.
yes.
It's 7:25. We're gonna have our backstage pass triple play, and then we're gonna get back into talking about a few of the things that happened this week.
Awesome stuff.
Not again. Oh, this ain't supposed to happen to me.